Hello, Ankit. Good morning. I hope you are doing well, right?
All good, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. और कैसा चल रहा है सब बढ़िया?
Yes, sir. Good.
Okay.
Relieved after the exam.
ठीक है, बहुत अच्छा लगा सुन के और like I was expecting that like you are like पता ही होता है कि मतलब बंदा कैसा मेहनत कर रहा है और ये चीज़ें रिफ्लेक्ट होती है क्लास में भी एंड ऑल दैट एंड कंसिस्टेंट रहना आई मीन ऑनेस्टली विद यू आई वाज लाइक थिंकिंग कि कंसिस्टेंट थे आप क्लास में और ऐसी चीज़ें आगे थोड़ा बहुत लाइक इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट समथिंग लाइक कि आपकी कैसी जर्नी थी आपका बैकग्राउंड क्या था फिर आपने कब से स्टार्ट की थी जर्नी एंड लिटिल बिट रिगार्डिंग द GMAT सो इट विल बी क्वाइट बेनिफिट फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द GMAT एग्जाम.
Right, sir. I'm basically a working professional, approximately 18 years of experience, 41 years of age. Just to challenge myself and to
Okay.
upskill myself, I thought that what better way to give a GMAT first and test your own capabilities. So this idea came to me in November, December last year, and I mulled over it. February, I joined VerbalHub, and that was the time when I started. Prior to that, gave a mock. My score was somewhere around 450, 500. That is when I had no clue of what GMAT is, and the score was speaking for itself. I gave exam in September, so basically 6 to 7 months of preparation, and it is challenging as a working professional to take out time at this age when you have your family commitments, social commitments, and your professional commitments, of course. So, apart from that, if you have to take out time, it is definitely challenging, but not impossible. And I must say a big thanks to both you and Raza sir for actually helping us out through this journey, keeping us motivated. I specifically joined the morning classes because I knew that is the time when the disturbance in my routine is the least. And regularly listening to you, interacting with you guys, and the daily assignments that we got, that pressure that was there to perform every day got me into the rut of studying again after 20 years. 20 years is the time when I left studying. So it's been after 20 years, it was a big motivation and a factor for getting back to understanding things, learning things, and getting that mind back into functional state of gaining knowledge again.
Okay, that's a good thing. Ankit, can you please tell us how did you balance the both things, right? As you are working professional, right? So you have to take the class sessions for verbal, quant, as well as the new section DI. How you have managed the time and work balance, little bit regarding the class and the practice.
So basically, we used to have morning class 7 to 8, and evenings somehow I had to decided that I'll take out 2 hours a day. That was all that was slated for the evening. Generally, I used to sit for say 4 to my office generally ends by 4 and 5, 4 or 5. So by 5 I would sit study for 1 hour, and later in the evening by 8 or 9 I'll give one more hour. What I changed in my lifestyle was I used to sleep by 9:30, 10, wake up at 4:30. By 4:35, I used to take bath depending on what was left and what was to be covered. Maximum by 5, I used to be ready for going to my office and sit down to study from 5 to 7, attend class from 7 to 8. So that 3 hours used to help me a lot. And then revise for 2 hours in the evening. So it used to amount to 5 hours including classes. And this schedule I had to follow for 6-7 months. Continuously, barring Sundays. So it is difficult, but and it is a matter of habit. It generally takes 2 to 3 weeks to get into this routine, and once whatever suits you. You are a night student, you can study at night. But what matters is you have to be sincere to your own self.
obvious, like as you have the family as well, right? So working professional with family duties and all that, along with the preparation for 3 subjects, 3 sections, is definitely not little bit. It is a difficulty, a tough job managing 3 things at a time. So, apart from the session, 3 hours or 2 hours, how much hours are you giving for the practice daily or on weekend as well? Have you used it like the weekend, like the full time or somehow more time on weekend? Did you got that or?
So the good part was how the classes were scheduled. So we used to have approximate 2 class of verbal, 2 to 3 class of quant, and then 1 class of DI. And that is how I also felt should be the structure of your studying pattern, because quant is something that has a lot of revision to catch up. Verbal is more or less conceptual, and DI is basically implementation of what you are doing in verbal and quant. So that is how I divided it. I'll be very frank, sir, and I was frank throughout the classes also, that weekdays I can give whatever you want. Weekends I used to give it to my family, sir.
That's great. That's good. The family is obvious the priority. That's a great thing. So, did you got any problem during the preparation, like any specific problem, maintaining all that to like work balance and education, like for the GMAT preparation? Did you got any particular problem that you can think like that students who are preparing or working can get the same?
The major issue will be, I think, for every working professional is to stay motivated, sir, because there'll be work pressure, there'll be social pressures that will keep coming. In family, my wife had to undergo a surgery during this period, and so these will keep coming. I took it as an opportunity. When my wife was in OT, I was studying 2 hours outside. So
Okay, that's
it is just about how you convert your vulnerabilities into your opportunities.
okay.
So challenges will come, and the biggest challenge that comes is the moment you leave it for 2 days, you will have so much of things lined up in your professional life, in your personal life, that will start overtaking your mind. Okay, I'll do this first, then I'll go back to study. I'll do this first, then I'll go back to study. But once you decide that I have to give my time to studies, that 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever we are getting, then that schedule will drive you to take that time out of your 24 hours. So if you start considering your life of 22 hours only, you will work accordingly. Give that 2 hours to studies. That is non-negotiable, I think, sir.
That's great. And okay, any particular suggestion from your end, for the people, for the student who are preparing as a student or as a professional who are preparing for the GMAT exam? Is there any particular suggestion from your end?
I think everybody who's a working professional like me, he's got some experience. The first one would be to understand the concepts and listen to your instructors. It is very important because at our age, we start forming opinions. We might think that what you are saying or Raza sir is saying is not logical, or it may not be of any use, or I have seen more, I know more. But see, you are the professionals who are dealing with it. I've just started the journey. So I need to understand what you are saying, follow it, and then assimilate whatever I can. And second is, especially for those who are from the non-math background, quant is something which is achievable. And for me, quant was the one which I knew will make or break my score. And the reason of getting a lower score than what I expected was also quant, and to reaching where I could reach in my score was also quant. So, and it is pure concepts, nothing else. There is nothing that will surprise you in quant. It is only your capability to understand the question and complete it.
So that's a great thing. And at the last, I just want one more thing, Ankit. Will you suggest the people VerbalHub, like if in future they will ask regarding like where you had done your preparation and all that? So will you suggest them like you should join VerbalHub or not? Like regarding, and one more thing, is there any personal suggestion from you for faculties of VerbalHub or management of VerbalHub? Little bit.
Definitely, sir. For a person like me who had no clue what verbal and quant even means, and I decided to give this exam, I think for laying the foundations, VerbalHub did a fantastic job for me. I could understand the basic concepts of both reasoning, critical, and reading comprehensions, and as well as quant. It was fantastic. All the concepts of my 6th to 10th class, which I should have remembered, but obviously I couldn't. They were cleared by VerbalHub, and it was a good practice session. A lot of questions made available, a lot of guidance. The best part, you were frank. You didn't say that come and study with us only. You said go and study Manhattan, go to GMAT club and do questions. So one is that you could have always said that this is the material we are providing, please go ahead and use this only. But you said go explore the world, go explore the knowledge bank that is available online and work on your score. So that sincere effort that was there from VerbalHub was actually great. Sir.
And any suggestion from your end towards like the VerbalHub?
No, nothing major, sir, but yes, I understand that DI is a critical thing now, and the question bank is actually very, very less. So, and that is where I found most of the people not scoring well.
Okay.
So, DI is something that needs to be built upon. You know, it's except for basically data sufficiency, there's nothing much that a person can do in GITA or say MSR. It is very basic. It just requires that practice of going over and over again. Probably that is where VerbalHub can pitch in and give a lot of data bank or question bank for practice.
Definitely. We will try to increase the number of questions, number of practice sets. Okay, for the DI, right? And I'm thankful to you, Ankit, you joined the session, right? And we wish you best of luck for your future journey. And in case you need any help from VerbalHub, so our doors are always open for you.
Thank you, sir. And I would also like to mention that VerbalHub is a ongoing association. Even after when I have given exam, both Raja sir and you, we've been talking, and you've been assisting me in writing applications, and the doors are always open from VerbalHub side, and that is very warm to see. Sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. And I will definitely see you at the date I mentioned earlier, right? Okay. Thank you so much for joining the session, and we wish you best of luck, dear.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.